of destructive culture, man. That lifestyle is killing our people anyway, man. That's a destructive culture, man. The Esau Edom is actually fueling, man. Then he go to the state. That's why you see these rappers, they talk about they gangster rappers, but they on, these music award shows, BET awards, wearing dresses, man. But you supposed to be a hardcore rapper, a gangster rapper. But you on you on the BET world, BET awards, Salaki, dressed in a dress, man. Dressing like a woman, man. Cause Esau Edom is embarrassing your ass, man. In order for you to get these millions, you want to sell out. All right, you want to put on these dresses, man. You want to put even these ball players. That damn, what's that dude's name? I keep bringing out Westbrook. The dude look like a real life monster, man. You got him on Instagram, man, posing in a dress, man. You want to make these millions? All right, put on this dress. Esau Edom is embarrassing these niggas, man. Just because they can get a little fame, man. You got that dude, that other rapper, man, Joe Buttons. You got this dude. Now he admitting that he's a homo, man. He told me he like boys and girls, man. He a homo, man. And why he doing it, man? The reason why he doing it, because he can continue to live that lifestyle, man. That rich and famous lifestyle, man. Even though them jokers broke, especially compared to Esau Edom. But he's not in the hood, so he consider himself well off. But in order to sustain that lifestyle, man, they got to do what Esau Edom wants, man. You wanna live in this nice house. You want to continue to get paid these X amount of, if it ain't hundreds of thousands or whatever Esau Edom is granting these people nowadays. If you want that, you got to do something for me, man. That's what's going on in this Hollywood, man. This celebrity relationship deals, man, that they got going on, man. That stuff ain't what it's cracked up to be, man. That's why you see a lot of these celebrities' kids, man. They're homos, man. Will Smith kids, man. Dwayne, what's that dude name? Dwayne something, the ball player. His homos, man. And the list goes on and on, man. They daughters lesbians. The list goes on and on, man. Esau Edom saying if you want to do this, you gonna have to do something for me, man. And they try to normalize that lifestyle, man. That stuff is wicked. That's why when this place gets destroyed, it's gonna be rightfully so, man. This place gotta go, man. Let's go to the book of Psalms, chapter 140, verse 1. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 140. We're going to start at verse 1. Deliver me, O Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man. Who is that evil man? Who is that violent man? Esau Edom. If you don't believe it, check your history. They're celebrating, this right here after this so-called holiday of Thanksgiving. The next day is reserved for Gad, which is called, the Native Americans or Indians. That day is reserved for their holiday. Okay, look into the history of what Esau Edom done with the so-called self-proclaimed white man. Esau Edom done to the natives here, man. Who is that evil and violent man? He slaughtered millions of natives here, man. Removed them off of their land. Committed genocide, man. So who is that violent and wicked man that the Bible speaks of? No other than Esau Edom, man, the self-proclaimed white man. And when this man comes down with great wrath, you're going to realize that a prophet has been among you, man. You're going to realize the words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is true, man. Will stand firm, man. All these prophecies shall and will come to pass. Thus saith the Lord, man. This ain't by my merits. This ain't by my will. Only by the merits and will and the power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Repeat that again. It's the book of Psalms, 140, chapter 1. Deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischiefs in his heart. Continually are they gathered together for war. So that's what that man is geared up for, man. War. That's why his blessing was the sword, man. He will live. That's why when Isaac blessed him, Esau, self-proclaimed white man, Isaac said, you will live by the sword. So that's only how this man is able to prosper, man. That's only how this man is able to sustain himself, man. Is by war, man. He will live by the sword, man. So that's only how he's able to sustain. That's why the United States. Let me do a quick search right quick. Quick Google search. It's like it. They said right here, man, it's a quick Google search, man. The United States has been at war for about 225 of the 243 years since its encryption in 1776, man. So out of 243 years, the United States, after the creation of the United States in 1776, out of 243 years, this man been at war 225 years. That's over 90%, man. This man been at war, man. So to sustain his sustain himself, he got to be at war, man. That's why he constantly at war, man. 18 years, man. 18 years this guy so-called been at peace, man. But 225 years he been at war, man, out of 243 years, man. If I say that correctly. Let me see, let me look again. Yeah. He been at war for 225 years, man. Since the creation of the United States in 1776, this man been at war for 225 years out of 243 years, man. So that's like 18 years he been at peace, man. So-called peace. And you know that's a lot. So those so-called peaceful years, he was still wreaking havoc here in Babylon the Great, man. Through his policies of, quote unquote Jim Crow, the black codes, uh, um, what was the other one? The Trail of Tears, things like that. This guy still was, within that 18 years, he was still wreaking havoc here in Babylon the Great. So who is that wicked and violent man, man? No other than Esau Edom, man, the self-proclaimed white man, woman and child, man. That's the wicked that the Bible speaks of, man. That's the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. If you don't believe it, go check your history. Like I said, this day, or this month rather, is designated for Native American History Month. So go back and see what history they're talking about, man. They're talking about that you can find the slaughter of millions of natives here, man, which is actually their biblical nationality is Gad, man, and Issachar, and Reuben. So that's the second to the last of the year calendar here in Babylon the Great, and the second month of the beginning of the year is so-called Black History Month. And what they teach you in Black History Month, how this man was wreaking havoc on Judah, man. So that's within them 18 years, man. So this dude was still, like I just said, wreaking havoc in his so-called peaceful years, man. Wreaking havoc here in Babylon the Great, man. Let's continue on. This book of Psalms, chapter 140, verse 2, which imagine mischief in his heart, continually are they gathered together for war. They have sharpened their tongue like a serpent, adder's poison is under their lips. Keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have purpose to overthrow my goings. So that's what this man is doing, man, every day. And it's already known, man. They got these Edomites around the clock, man. Wake up. Trying to formulate a plan to keep Israel in further derision, man. To make you fall victim to a snare, man. This man is continually to plot against Israel, man. Not only that, you got these wicked, amongst Israel, you got these wicked Israelites that don't know who they actually are. They're walking around identifying themselves as Negro, blacks, Latinos, Mexicans, Indians, Native Americans, wetbacks, Indians, whatever you want to, byword, and proverb they want to associate themselves with, are actually assisting them, man. They helping them too. Why? Because they are sellouts, man. They're comfortable in this so-called lifestyle of Babylon the Great, man. If it's not through, some type of job or sustaining their house or lifestyle, man. So there's sellouts amongst Israel in general, man. That's helping further the derision of our people, man. They're taking the bag, man. That's why you got this hip phrase with these youngsters nowadays, man. Talking about, you know, what is it? What they say? I'm about the bag or something. I'm about to get the bag or something, man. That stuff is scriptural, man. Well, if you don't believe it, let me look up. It's like, give me one sec. All right, Salaki, one sec. Salaki. This is the book of John, chapter 12, verse 6. This he said, not that he cared for the poor, but because he was a thief, and he had the bag, and had what? Salaki. And bear what was put therein. So these people, that's why they sellouts, man. They don't care for the poor. The poor, and that precept is referring to Israel, man. And poor doesn't mean eating out a garbage can, man. Poor doesn't mean living on the street. Poor means we don't have no power in our hand, man. That's what poor means according to the precept, man. Repeat that again. It's the book of John, chapter 12, verse 6. This, he said, not that he cared for the poor, which is Israel, but because he was a thief and he had the bag and bear what was put therein. That's why you gotta, it's a catchy phrase that these youngsters, is hip to, saying that, I'm about to get the bag. I'm all about my bag and stuff, man. Because Esau Edom knows that will corrupt you Israelites out there, man. He knows that his fiat currency or his promises will corrupt you. Let me go to that scripture. It's lucky. Give me 1 second. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. So Esau Edom knows that his fiat currency that doesn't have no real value, and which is also a violation of his laws, which is, you can look at your state's constitution or your so-called federal United States Constitution. It says that gold and silver coins are legal tenders, man. It didn't say nothing about fiat paper currency, man. Which this man bamboozled, or most of y'all been hoodwinked, by this policy, man, that he's enforcing. That's why he's the devil, man. He's a liar, And he's the liar and the devil that the Bible speaks of. The devil means deceiver, man. He's the wicked that the Bible speaks of, man. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. So he know that his money is corrupt, man. And he can corrupt the hearts and spirits of the children of Israel, man. He knows that. That's what the devil does, man. Because he is out to actually get your soul, man. And taking that MOB, you're gonna be numbered to the sword. Taking that microchip, you're gonna be numbered to the sword. That is a straight commandment that Yahweh Shem Yahushai says that you will be numbered to the sword for taking that, man. So the MOB is actually, and that microchip is actually you're signifying or you solidifying this man being your master, man, forever, man. Because he wants to actually be able to control everything that you do, man. And with that microchip, he's gonna be able to control you financially. So he's gonna know what you're spending, how much you have to spend, where you at all times. You know, it's gonna be used in that form, man. It's gonna be a control mechanism. He's gonna put you back into servitude, man. I mean, literally, he wants. That's why they have a agenda to depopulate the masses. And also in RTTV, you know, there's I'm gonna say people that are insiders that are putting this information out, that the people that are dying from this talk, I can't say certain things, but getting poked up by this serpent venom, there are more people dying from, you know, the vaccine, man. That's what the brothers in the truth, we're reduced to calling it that, because if we call it what it is, they're gonna take our videos down, man. But there's already people that are insiders, and this was I think maybe a couple days ago. This is on RTTV that they already stated that there's a high percentage of people dying from these vaccines. Then there are people that have not taken the vaccine, man. So that's the deceitfulness, man. That's the devil. And there's also articles out that they said, what is that? Pfizer. If it ain't Pfizer, it's what's the other one, man? Well, they said that they're not going to release the documents, their data on this so-called vaccine, man, for 44 years, man. So they're not going to make their what is that? Their data on the vaccine, man. You know, the side effects, people that may, you know, die from it, the actual successful rate of it. They're not going to make that public until after 44 years, man. Why is that? Because they're hiding something, man. They're lying to the people. They're advocating that, hey, we're trustworthy. You can take our word for it. It's safe. It's been approved. Hey, go ahead and get it. But you're not gonna release the data, the actual data on these vaccines until after 44 years, man. Why? There's articles on that, man. See, that's the devil, you know, being deceitful, man. He's just having you take his word for it. We don't want you to see the facts, but you can take my word for it. It's safe, and you know, and it's been proven to be safe. But that's the devil, man. And what it's like and what do the Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai says about the devil, man? Or what does it's like what does Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 10 says about your enemy? This is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai told us to never, man. That means there's under no circumstances to trust this man. Never trust thy enemy, which we already know that we have an enemy here, man. Which is the devil, man. The devil that the Bible speaks of, which is that wicked man, which is that violent man that the Bible speaks of, man. The true men of the Lord already recognized that we have an enemy here, man. And according to Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 10, we should never trust our enemy, man. But he wants you to trust them when he poked this venom juice in you and have you take his word for it. But won't allow you to see the actual data from the results of this poison, man. And like I said, there's people on RT, there's insiders on RT News, which they got their news station is based in Washington, D.C. It's right here in Babylon the Great. Those insiders are coming out saying that there are more people dying from these vaccines than there's more people dying that don't have it, man. Or have not took it, man. So we should never trust our enemy, man. This man is the devil, man. He's the devil that the Bible speaks of. He's the wicked that the Bible speaks of, man. He's Satan that the Bible speaks of, man. He's the violent man that the Bible speaks of, man. And what does Psalms 140 verse 1 says? Actually, verse 2, preserve me from the wicked man. Preserve me from the violent man. We're asking Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to preserve us, man, from